Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I know, another boring car video, but this is where I have the most time to sit and talk. And I wanted to do this video because it's almost March and I realize I haven't updated about how I'm feeling without my IUD. So in case nobody knows, March is Endometriosis Awareness Month, and during March I was going to try and post some more videos just to create awareness and on different topics related to this disease. And it's actually, I'll talk more about it probably come March. It's another video. I tend to digress a lot, so I apologize. So I had my IUD removed back in November 15th, so it's been 3.5 months, and my body's changed a lot. Very strange things happening that I didn't notice before because I was on birth control. I talk about the birth control. I've taken a lot of birth control. I talk about that in a different video on my channel, so you can go watch that if you don't know what this is, what endo is, or any of that stuff, or my story. You can go check it out. It's somewhere on my channel. But so some things that have been happening related to my period. It's been a lot heavier than I was used to. So, but it's heavier, like I actually have a period. With the IUD, I spotted all the time and never really had an act. I'm seeing my hand, using my hands, but down below where you can't see them in the camera. I forgot where I was. Another thing that I've noticed, I forget a lot of things, and I never used to be like that. I was always sharp as a tack, remembered all kinds of stuff, could multitask like crazy, and now I'm just like, draw blank. I forget totally what I was saying just a minute ago. This is going to be hopefully not a long video. So where was I? Oh, my period. It's shorter. So I have an actual period. It lasts normally anywhere from 2 to 3 days. But there's no, like, I don't have a usual period. Nothing is like normal anymore. And I've been experiencing a lot of different weird symptoms that are actually really common with endometriosis. Things like nausea. I had a period, I woke up and not this period, because I'm on my period right now, which is what prompted me to do this video. A couple periods ago, I woke up and I was sweating, like night sweat, and I just was soaked in sweat, and it wasn't, it's February. No, it wasn't February. I think it was January. So it was cold, so I shouldn't have been sweating, but I was, and it was gross, and I had just woken up, and I stumbling into the bathroom, and I had to go to the bathroom so bad, and that's actually usually what gets me up, is that I have to go to the bathroom, but then I actually end up sitting there for about 15 minutes because I can't go. So, and not just pee, but I can't go. I can't pee. Peeing is usually, I can pee, but sometimes I have a hard time going number 2. So I've been trying to eat more yogurt, more probiotics in my diet, which I'm hoping will make it easier to go. So that's something. My digestion, the nausea. I woke up and I was super nauseous. I was sweating. And I went in and I didn't eat anything. I didn't even have any water. I had a throbbing headache. and I had started my period the night before, and then I woke up, and luckily I had the day off, and I was getting really nauseous, and I went over to lay down with my heating pad on the couch, and I just sat down, and I'm like, uh-oh, this isn't good. And I jumped up, and I kind of did my little, like, pain shuffle, because I was in a lot of pain, right? Pain, like, that you couldn't even imagine. Just, like, everything hurts. You're down there. It hurts. You're cramping. You're having pain. Just pain inside hurts. Your bowels hurt. Your ovaries hurt. Your vagina hurts. Everything hurts. It hurts, and it feels like it's being squeezed in a vice, and just like, you know how you like squeeze the juice out of something? Just it feels like it's squeezing everything out of you. And I went in. I puked in the kitchen sink. Lovely. And then I went and brushed my teeth, and I went back and laid down on the couch. And at that point, my dog she'd been looking at me like, "What's up, Ma? Are you okay?" And at that point, actually, once I finished my business, and I went back to my heating pad on the couch, and I laid down, and I kind of assumed the spoonie position with the heating pad folded over, because I have a back heating pad, so it's really long. It's long enough to cover your whole back. And I folded it in thirds and wrapped it around my stomach with a pillow. Actually, a pillow is very helpful for pain. I sleep with a pillow, hug it to my stomach. I'm hugging my stomach right now because it hurts, and it makes it feel better. So my dog got up, and she came over, and she set her head down on the couch. She kind of nudged me with her nose, and like kind of like putting her head under my hand, and I petted her, and I told her what a good girl she was, and I gave her little kissies, and I said, "Thank you so much." She came to check on me and make sure I was okay. It's like she knew that I wasn't okay. And I think that more than anything, that helped me feel better. And she does that. She does that all the time. Like, I had a really low point the other day, when I was in tears. I was starting to cry. I was like, I'm just gonna give up. I feel so lost. I was in so much pain, and I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. And I started to cry. I was by myself. My husband had gone to bed. I was sitting on the couch. It wasn't that late. He just goes to bed earlier than me, because I can't sleep. That's another thing. I don't sleep well because I'm in pain. Although I do have something that I like to use that I'll talk about probably during March. So check back for that. What I use for pain. But my dog, she's incredible. She knows that I need her, and she came over, and I was crying, and she came over, and she crawled into my lap, like the half crawl. Like, she's not a small dog. She's like 55 pounds, so she's big and heavy. For me, she's heavy because I'm very weak. My muscles are not as strong as they used to be. I'm strong, but I'm still weak. I'm weak because I'm in pain. My muscles are fatigued a lot. These are just all things that happen, especially during my period, that just amplified times 10. Everything is harder. I have nausea, vomiting, headaches, acne, pain, cramps, bloating, digestive problems, fatigue. Fatigue is a huge one. Fatigue and pain, I think, are the biggest two that bring me down on a daily basis. Most of the other things, like, I can manage those pretty much through controlling what I eat or not eating in some cases. And And I don't know what to do. I don't know if going off my birth control is the right answer. And I only doubt myself because doctors, they really push you to go on birth control. That's the answer. But there's just not enough research on it. And I heard that they cut funding for endometriosis research in the US, which really makes me sad. And I'm hoping that I can participate in the Endo March. I think the closest one to me is in San Francisco, which is still kind of far. But there's two in California. One is in San Francisco. The other one is at UCLA, which I can't go to UCLA. That's like 9 hours, 10 hours away. It's really far. San Francisco is a little more doable, so I'm hoping that I can participate this year. It's March 28th, in case you guys don't know. And if you can't make it, and if I end up not being able to make it, I will sign up as a digital supporter, a digital marcher. So they give you a little thing to wear, and you can post, and you can just be aware and make people aware of this disease, and that they're cutting funding and there's no cure in sight. I think that the medical community, which is mainly made up of men, and decision makers are made up of men who don't care about women or women's health or women's rights. And I think it's a sad time to be a woman, but I'm not going to give up, and I'm going to fight because I'm a fighter. And I live day after day in pain, and nobody else, nobody understands. Like, I started my period yesterday after I didn't have to work, so I slept. I woke up at 8:30, and I was in pain. I couldn't go to the bathroom, and I was just like hurting from trying to go to the bathroom. So I went and laid down. I had some water, and I figured I would get up in a little bit since I didn't have to work. And my husband came in, and he's like, "You need to get up," and I'm like, "I don't want to get up." And he, opened the windows, and bright light comes streaming in, and he's like, "It's like a tomb in here. You're pathetic. You need to get up." And I'm like, so once I woke up eventually, and I got up, and I went to the bathroom, and he was outside sitting, baking in the sun. And he came inside, and I said, I need you to hear something. And I read something that I had actually, literally just as I was sitting on the toilet trying to go to the bathroom, I found this thing that this lady had written on Instagram. And I did a photo, like I took a picture of it with my phone so that I could read it to him, about what it's like to wake up every morning in pain, just pain. And he's like, "What do you mean pain? I don't get it." He didn't understand. He doesn't understand. What do you mean by pain? Pain, pain, pain. What do you not get about that? I'm in pain. What hurts? Everything hurts. What do you mean everything hurts? Everything hurts. It hurts. What do you mean it hurts? Everything hurts. My head, my eyes, my body, my muscles, my calves, my feet, my everything hurts. And I don't think that people get it. People that don't suffer from this, they don't understand what it's like. They don't understand what you mean by pain. Pain. So that's why I want to do more videos about this. I want to create awareness that there are millions of women out there across the world. If you are somebody who you might think that you might have endometriosis and you haven't been diagnosed with it, don't give up. You're not alone. And there's times, even though my husband is supportive and I know he loves me, there's just times when he doesn't get it. And you're gonna have those moments too, where your people that are in your life, your support system, they don't get it. They love you, but they don't get it. They don't come in and say, "Oh, can I get you, do you need your heating pad, or can I help you out of bed? Can I help you out of bed?" That would be nice. And I don't think that people don't get it, especially guys. They don't understand. But that's why I didn't get mad at him. I went and said, you need to hear this. And I was crying, and I'm like, you really hurt my feelings. You told me I was pathetic. And, I just, and it be stopping and taking the time to explain to people because they don't understand. And he said, well, you get up for work just fine. And I'm like, I get up for work because I don't have the luxury of sleeping in. I have to punch a clock. I have to go to work. So I get up. That doesn't mean I'm okay. It just means that I'm getting up to go to work. I'm not fine. There's never a day that goes by when I don't remember that I have it. I remember every moment of every day that I have this disease because it affects me every moment of every day, whether I'm on my period or not. And I think when I'm not on my period and I'm not, this is mainly, I'm just talking about my period right now. Without the IUD, I'm not in pain all the time. Like, I'm not cramping like I was. The IUD causes really bad cramping all the time. It caused me to bleed all the time, every day of every month for months at a time. I would bleed just a little bit, enough to be really, really irritating. Which is why I'm having a hard time thinking of going back to birth control, mainly because I feel really skeptical about medications in general and trusting doctors because I don't think they know enough. And I've said this in every video, and I'll say it again, I don't trust it because they don't know enough. When you have more research, about this drug Lupron, they keep pushing me to take Lupron, and I've said no, I don't want to do that. They want me to consider getting pregnant, and I said, are you kidding me? No, and no. I'm not going to take Lupron, I'm not going to get pregnant, and I'm not going to go on birth control. Okay? And I have to stand strong. Currently, I'm not seeing a doctor other than my gynecologist that I go to for checkups. I'm a fairly healthy person. The symptoms and the things that I have going on are endometriosis related, and I feel like going to see a doctor is they're just gonna give me the same little routine. You need to get pregnant or you need to take Lupron. No, thank you. So I don't encourage people to not see a doctor. It's a personal choice that I have made not to see a doctor regarding, how I feel. But if you feel more comfortable seeing a doctor, I encourage you to do that. If if you like, definitely being diagnosed with it helps. You have to have a doctor, you have to go in for surgery. But I don't see my surgeon all the time. He's a specialty doctor. He did my surgery. He did an amazing job. The only problem is I don't know what my hormones are like. I don't know if I'm, if I have more estrogen than progesterone. I don't know what my levels are. In that case, it would be helpful to be seeing a doctor, but I'm a little leery. So I don't know. I feel okay when I'm not on my period. Like right now, I feel okay. Movement helps. I think once I get up and get moving, I feel okay. But yeah. So I don't know. I think this video was kind of all over the place. I'm trying to keep my thoughts straight, but like I said, I forget things a lot more than I used to. What do you do? Anyway, this video is almost 20 minutes. I'm really sorry it was so long, but I hope that this helps you maybe not feel so alone. I don't know if not taking birth control is the right decision, but I guess we'll wait and see. I'll we'll see. I'll know. My body will tell me if it's right or wrong. Anyway, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. And if you're an endo warrior, stay strong. There are millions of other women who are behind you and that are fighting for you because we're in this together. And be kind to one another. And if you are the support system of someone who has endometriosis, be kind, be understanding, and try to understand how they feel and put yourself in their place and ask them how you can help them, especially when you see that they're having a hard time getting out of bed or functioning or doing daily activities. Ask them if you can help. Is there something I can do? Can I help you? And I love you. I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.